Mint is still $15 a month for premium wireless. And if you haven't made the switch yet, here are 15 reasons why you should. 1, it's $15 a month. 2, seriously, it's $15 a month. 3, no big contracts. 4, I use it. 5, my mom uses it. Are you playing me off? That's what's happening, right? Okay, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, $15 per month equivalent required. New customer offer first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Menopausal and perimenopausal women, listen up. It's time to take control of your health and comfort, and Winona is here to help. Winona is a telemedicine company for menopause care who believes that your symptoms are real, important, and deserve to be taken seriously. And for many women, this starts with hormone replacement therapy. Winona's HRT is made with plant-based, bioidentical hormones rather than synthetic ones, so it better aligns with your body to offer relief from hot flashes, weight gain, and other uncomfortable symptoms. 80% of women who use Winona find relief within just 90 days. So, what are you waiting for? Get started today. Visit buywinona.com today to start your free visit. With free shipping and the ability to pause or cancel at any time, your path to wellness has zero obligations. Use code SPRING24 at buywinona.com for 25% off your first treatment plan. That's BYWINONA.com for 25% off. Winona, menopause care made easy. Summer is the season of hot temperatures, outdoor adventures, and refreshing water activities. Summer is also the season of rough on your feet, causing dry, cracked heels and toes. Introducing Babyfoot, the original exfoliation foot peel that contains 16 natural extracts formulated to remove dead skin cells in 3 easy steps. Apply the booties, relax for an hour, then wash your feet. In 14 days, you've got baby smooth skin and your feet have never been softer. Letting dead skin cells build up over time is hazardous to your foot health. Our professional-grade DIY products, like our original exfoliation foot peel, our men's foot peel, or our moisturizing mask, are some of the best foot care products on the market, created with your foot health in mind. Pamper yourself with a spa day from the comfort and convenience of your own home with Babyfoot. If you want a chemical-free, easy-to-use exfoliating process from the company that created the original foot peel, it's time to treat yourself to Babyfoot. Go to babyfoot.com and use the code SUMMERFEET24 and get 20% off your first order with Babyfoot. That's babyfoot.com and use the code SUMMERFEET24.
Hello, and welcome to Too Stupid to Live, a podcast that reviews romance novels $5 and under. I'm your host, Becky Feldman, and things are about to get real. Confusingly hot. Okay, so I'm from New Jersey, and I have a ton of Jersey pride, especially when it comes to that one critically acclaimed TV series that takes place in New Jersey. The show that launched the golden age of television that embodies what TV drama is. And that show is, as I'm sure you can guess, Real Housewives of New Jersey. So if you are as obsessed and proud of the show as I am, then you know that one of the housewives, Dolores Catania, has a son, Frankie, who is trying to get more work as a model. And one of those gigs that he happened to have had was being on the cover of this romance novel called Her Protector by R.S. Lively. So obviously, when I found this out, I was like, I have to review this book for the show, and it has to be with this special guest, Courtney Hyde. She's a writer and a UCB friend of mine, and listen, look up adorable in the dictionary, and you will find her face. So please enjoy this review of Her Protector. Courtney, welcome to Too Stupid to Live.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
I am so excited to be here. So excited to discuss this book.
I can't wait. It's wild.
It's so wild. I mean, off the bat, let's just give the listeners what they want. The cover model of this book is Frankie Jr.
Yes.
Of the Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Yes, Dolores' son,
Frankie Jr.
Yes, Frankie Jr., which his dad is like Frankie
Sr.
Frankie Sr., and the grandpa is a Frankie, too.
Oh,
I'm just like, I don't know.
Frankie the first.
Yeah,
Frankie Sr.,
right, yeah.
Frankie Jr.
Yeah.
I mean, what a family.
What a bodybuilding family.
I love Dolores. I feel like she's like the most level-headed
I think so too.
Yeah.
Now after I've had a conversation with her on Instagram.
Let's talk about this. You reached out to her. Okay, because so the book we're reading stopped being available.
Yes.
And
Somehow
stopped being available. And you were like, oh man, poor people out there. They're not going to be able to
Right. Find
read
it.
this book. So you did the brave thing and contacted
Dolores.
Catania.
Well, I thought maybe she bought them all. Like,
Yeah.
because she's like, I feel like she's an amazing
Yeah.
mom, and her son, like, this is his first modeling, like job into romance novel. So I was like, well, my mom would probably buy them all. So like maybe she did that. And so I messaged her and I was like, hey, I don't know how to get the book, and I'm like a fan of yours. And she DM'd me back and was like, Amazon.
Oh
And I was like,
God.
oh, you
We
think
have to
it's
let her know.
available. It's on Amazon, but it's not.
Dolores.
And she was so nice and then sent me a picture of her and Frankie. And
Did
said,
she really?
Yeah, I have it. I can show you.
That's amazing.
Yeah, she sent like an instant time photo, that
Yeah.
like, but I screenshotted it, but like one of those ones that disappears.
Right.
And she was like, Frankie says hi and thanks. And I was like, oh my gosh, Dolores, thank you. You're the best. And she was like, you are the best. And I was
my
like, I love Dolores now.
Dolores has always been my favorite character
Yeah.
on the show. I feel like she's the most like, I like her whiny voice. She's no bullshit. She
Right.
can point out when Danielle Staub is being ridiculous.
Yes, yeah.
I love her.
She's always like remodeling or something, but not kind of,
yeah, she's always in the process.
She's
of
always in the
something.
process of doing something, and she always always trying to get her mom to eat healthier, which I think is
Yeah.
really cute. So
And she has this complicated relationship with either Frankie or Frankie Sr.
yes, definitely.
Are they sleeping together right now, or are they together, or is it just like?
I don't know. Or are they best friends?
I know they're best friends, but it does
Yeah.
seem like they still are just hot for each other.
Right, but I feel like she's probably got like a lot of like bodybuilder men around her.
Probably.
Don't you think?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, because, like, Frankie Sr. or Frankie, he was the governor. No, he was a lawyer.
Yeah, he was a lawyer. That'd be so great. He was the
You think he
governor.
was governor? I'm from New Jersey, and I, like, definitely would have remembered if, like, that guy was the governor of New Jersey. He's a lawyer, lost his law license.
Yeah.
Is he back into bodybuilding, or?
I think he's a trainer, but I'm
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
I feel like if you're a trainer, you're bodybuilding because, like,
Right, yeah.
I feel like
he's
he is in
hardcore.
Frank, and I think Frank Jr. is that Frank
think
Jr.
it's Frankie Jr.
Frankie
Yeah.
Jr. Yeah, I think that's him. Yeah, he's doing it for sure.
Oh,
so
yeah. He was in that competition with Teresa.
yeah, he was.
No one's going to know this if they don't watch Real Housewives
I
of
know,
New
but they
Jersey.
should start because
Yeah.
you learn a lot
You really do learn a lot about, New Jersey.
and families,
Friendship,
and like
crime.
Dolores was so nice when I reached out to her. So I have a little place in my heart for her now.
I do too. Like,
Yeah.
what a cool lady.
I know.
Who has no idea what's going on.
Right? Yeah.
Courtney, before reading Her Protector, have you ever read a romance novel?
I think I have because my mom read Danielle Steele's growing up. So I know I've read bits of them, but I feel like the only like full Danielle Steele book I ever read was the one that was like autobiographical about her son's bipolar disorder.
Yeah.
But so I've like glimpsed into those, and then my grandma read them too, and my grandma would have those like cloth like Vera Bradley covers over her, so you couldn't see the cover, so you would have to like sneak and see what she was reading.
That is
but yeah, hers were always
amazing.
like very romantic.
That is so cute.
Yeah, and I've read the when Judy Blume did a romance novel,
Yeah.
Wifey, about that guy on the motorcycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've read that one. So kind of, I guess.
You have.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. What, like, do you think you're romantic?
No.
Cool.
Yeah. No, and especially after reading this book, I was like, do I even know what romance is?
I mean, why would you ask that question to yourself after reading this book?
like, it left me puzzled about a lot of things in life.
For sure.
Yeah.
And like this book, I'm like, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
But like, do you like? Was there ever like something in a movie or something in real life, or that you've heard or seen or have had happen to you that's like a gesture of romance that like sticks with you, that like had an emotional effect on you?
I don't know. I feel like I feel like when you see people caring for someone else, that's more of a, like, I'm like, oh, well, that's, like, very sweet. But I'm trying to think of a
Like
particular.
when Frankie cares for Dolores.
Yes, when Frankie cares for Dolores and, like, make sure her house is paid. I'm sure Dolores pays for her own house, so I'm not going to say that,
Yeah.
but I feel like he's always checking in on her, and he
Yeah.
lives with her, so she is, like, security in the house. Maybe something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is romantic.
Yeah. So romantic. Also, how I'm trying to think of Real Housewife romance. What's the most romantic thing I've seen on a Real Housewife?
I've been really into, because I just finished rewatching Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
I think Denise Richards and her husband are like, got it going on.
Yeah, they are so attracted to each other as well.
Yeah,
that
they're
it's
having
like
sex
wild.
nonstop.
They're having sex nonstop. They're like, they just have those eyes, where they're
Yeah.
like, oh my God.
There's like the newlywed just having sex all the time.
Yeah, yeah, and
phase. It's what a great way.
And also, what a great time to be on Housewives, because you really don't care about any of that stuff that's happening, because she's just
know.
so in love and happy in her own life.
Yeah.
So maybe how, like, he totally stepped in as a dad for her daughter. Like, I'm like, that's
Yeah.
very sweet and selfless, So I'm like, that's
Totally.
really, like, I was like, oh, he's a good person. Because at first I was like, oh, they hooked up in his office. I was like, what kind of guy is this? But then when you see him, you're like, oh, he's a good guy.
Yeah, he's legit. He's like spiritual. Super
Yeah.
zen. Yeah, I really like him. Okay, what was it? Oh, I hit.
Oops, sorry.
That's fine. We're gonna make
Did I
noises.
do that?
No, I did
Okay.
it. Courtney. Oh my god. Okay. Like, what was it about Real Housewives that like you like? What is it about Real Housewives that draws you in? You think to the shows?
I don't know. I think they're so funny.
Yeah.
Like, I think things that happen on Real Housewives are like some of the funniest things I've ever seen or said, because
Yeah.
there's just no filter. And I don't know. I laugh at it so hard.
Me too.
And the fashion and the
houses,
money.
the
Yeah.
money, yeah.
Just like how the storylines are like things you could never create. Like on Potomac, how they're like, oh, you don't live in your house. Like that's a constant storyline about how like Karen doesn't live in her house actually, or like
Yes,
someone else
yeah.
doesn't live in their house, or they're like getting things delivered so they show that the person doesn't live in their house.
Yeah.
Like it's just like, it's amazing. It's so
Yeah.
catty and I love it because you can't really be that way in real life, So
No.
it's very fun to watch. I guess it's kind of like grown-up Barbies,
Yes.
Like
yeah,
that's how my
totally.
Barbies always were.
You
But
just made
you can't.
them-
You can't be like that in real life.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is like fun to like see people get really riled up over petty things because in real life, you have to get riled up.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like you have to get riled up about real things. But to
Right.
see them being like riled up about like something that's like so innocuous
Yeah.
is very entertaining.
Yeah, I agree. And then also seeing like the people that you're just worried because they don't have that much money,
Yeah.
and but they're like they have this feeling that they need to show how much money they have. That's an interesting thing to watch as well.
Yeah, it's like a really good like anthropological study.
Yeah.
Of like all these people just like trying to stay important.
Right,
And like
right.
money equals importance. And they're
Yeah.
just like doing whatever they can. Not even to stay important, but to like look important. And
Right.
to convince themselves they are. And it is
Yeah.
just this fascinating like emotional journey you're taking.
I mean, I think about the amount of barrettes Dorit wore at the reunion almost
That
once a
picture
day.
Was so funny. It was like, I'll share a picture of this.
Yeah.
But basically, she's wearing a ponytail with this giant scrunchie, and on her head there are 20 million.
I mean, so
Clip
many.
barrettes.
Yeah, clip barrettes, like the kind gymnasts wear,
Yeah.
Like those little, like, tight to your head. Like,
Yeah.
they were almost like a cap.
It was a cap. It
Yeah.
was like there was no part of her hair, like every single inch of her head was like in a clip.
Right. A total clip.
She looked ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yet here she is, like getting away with it.
Yeah, yep.
It blows your mind.
It's like performance art, kind of.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
It's absolutely incredible.
I love it.
Well, speaking about incredible things,
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
let's
we just
do
need to
it.
like dig into her protector.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, so I will read a quick synopsis. Okay, so here we go.
I want to hear what the synopsis is.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
I should have figured out. Yeah,
I mean, because
well,
is it the one that was on the, like,
no,
with the book?
I wrote it
oh,
myself
okay.
because I didn't see it.
Okay, yeah, I didn't-
because
you
it's
didn't see-
unavailable. I mean, we got it beforehand. But,
Right, yeah,
It's now
luckily.
unavailable. Okay, so this is something I wrote. Okay. The son of one of the most level-headed cast members of the Real Housewives of New Jersey, Dolores, graces the cover of Her Protector by R.S. Lively, which is currently unavailable, and thereby TSTL declares the price of this book is free. This is a story about Alice, a young woman who has a dream to open a theater in New York City to honor her father. But boy, does she realize just how hard showbiz can be. But then, the handsome face and bangin' bod belonging to Dean the billionaire enters her world. And soon, her life turns into one luscious fairy tale.
Oh, that's really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It doesn't begin to encapsulate.
No, well, you can't. That's why I was waiting to see what you did.
I tried my best.
Yeah, you did a great job.
Oh my God, thank you.
Yeah,
this is
that's
why
really
I'm here.
good.
I just want to, hear adulation from you.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, look. Let's just look at the cover. Real quick.
Let's.
I mean, this is why we're here. We are here. Here's a picture of it.
Yeah, this is where the puzzle begins.
Really? Yeah. This is where the journey starts.
Yeah.
This cover.
Right. Frankie, but he's not being Frankie, obviously.
No, he's being her protector.
Yeah, her protector.
Look, okay, so we all watched Frankie just grow up
Yeah.
on Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Just recently.
Recently.
Yeah.
Suddenly he's in a bodybuilding competition competing against Teresa for some, I don't know.
Right.
And so then we all are like, oh my God, Frankie Jr., he's got it going on. Then all of a sudden, I'm on Instagram. I discover he is on the cover of romance novels.
Yep.
Now, I'm so proud of him.
Yeah, I'm so proud of him too.
Yeah.
Because, that's a lot of work. And also, that's great that he got on. I just wish it was I just wish it was a better photo. Not of him. I think it's a great photo of him, but to talk about the book.
Oh my God, for sure.
Because this book cover's okay, what's this book going to be about?
Yeah, it does feel very stock photo-y.
Yeah.
And I understand yes, there's stock photos. That's how books are, whatever.
Right.
But there still could be a little more thought, whether it's the background or the even the fun of what this book is about.
Right.
Of, this is about a rich guy who has a ridiculous business.
Yeah.
And he helps a poor lady.
Yeah.
And it's not, and here he just looks like he's in an alley and he's about to get in a fist fight.
Right. I seriously thought it was about a man who finds a woman and is I will protect you, you know, and he's just this man who doesn't wear, before I was he doesn't wear a shirt and he's just she's okay, come along,
right, come along, protect me.
Yeah, protect me.
I thought it was going to be a military romance or something.
Yeah, it seems,
yeah.
It gives that vibe.
I was shocked and appalled.
Right.
That it's about a billionaire who eats a lot.
Yeah, and exactly.
Okay, so do you have did you come up with a tagline?
Yeah, I did. Well, because when I first saw the cover of the book, and before I even did it, I thought a good one would be her peck-tector. Because of his pecs.
And he's been, yes.
And then with the one that I picked after it was getting off Broadway.
Yes. Yes, because for some reason, Alice, a young lady loving theater, wants to open a theater in New York.
Yes.
Off Broadway.
Yeah, off
Getting
Broadway.
off Broadway. That's perfect.
And then another one I did just for fun because Dreammakers Inc. reminded me so much of Monsters Inc.
Yeah.
That I was we scare because we care, and are trying to get you to pay your theater bills.
Yes.
That's it.
That is so great because, okay, we'll get into this premise. But here was mine.
I can't wait.
Her name's Alice.
Yeah.
She's naming this theater, after the famous Alice. So I have her rabbit hole is his Wonderland.
Ooh, that's good.
Because Wonderland is a vagina.
Yeah, exactly.
And rabbit hole is her vagina.
Yeah.
And Wonderland is how he feels when he falls into
in
it.
there. Oh, that's very good.
Yeah.
That's a really good one.
Oh my God, thank
that's
you.
That's so true.
Yeah.
I forgot that, I know her name was Alice the whole way, but I kept forgetting that Wonderland. I know they would remind us a bit, but that her name was Alice. I was oh, that's interesting.
Because here's the thing about this book. There's a lot of things going on.
Oh, so many.
Like when I was like reviewing it again today, I was like, oh yeah, there's a cult thing in it. And he has a ridiculous business. Okay, well, let's just start.
Yeah.
Okay, so we meet Alice. She wants to like open this theater to honor her dad.
Her dad.
Oh God, boy, is it hard to open a theater.
Yeah.
You know, no money, the economy.
Falling apart.
No one wants to go to the theater. And so, but lo and behold, she like she does this catering job to, and it happens to be at the, very, understated brownstone owned by billionaire Dean.
Yeah.
And they fall in love. Dean Lawrence.
Yeah, right? The Lawrence brothers?
Lawrence brothers.
Yes.
And Dean is a billionaire who is the owner of Dreammakers.
Dreammakers, Inc.
What? What the fuck is that?
Dreammakers, Inc.?
Yeah, I don't understand his business.
Dreammakers, Inc. seem to be...
You should do like a selling point. Like, hey, do you have a bucket list item you want to check off? That's a Dreammakers, Inc.
Yeah.
The most lucrative business.
Right. We'll get on that stat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so Dreammakers, Inc. is basically a business started by Dean and his brothers, a multi-billion-dollar business where people are like, I want to do this. It's on my bucket list. And Dreammakers, Inc. makes that happen. So if you were like, I want to go bungee jumping, call it Dreammakers, Inc.
This message is sponsored by Greenlight. With school out, summer is the perfect time to teach our kids real-world money skills they'll use forever. Greenlight is a debit card and the #1 family finance and safety app used by millions of families, helping kids learn how to save, invest, and spend wisely. Parents can send their kids money and track their spending and saving, while kids build money confidence and skills in fun ways. Start your risk-free Greenlight trial today at greenlight.com/Spotify. That's greenlight.com/Spotify.
Yes, exactly. If you want to go in a cave, they would help you.
Dreammakers, Inc.
Dreammakers, Inc.
Okay, question for you. Let's say Dreammakers, Inc. was real.
Yeah.
What would be something you would want Dean Lawrence what's a bucket list item you want Dreammakers, Inc. to fulfill for you?
Oh my goodness. Well, I guess they could like plan my travels to India, something like that. If
planning travel.
Yeah, because that's something they would do, I feel like.
I think the same thing. Like I was thinking about space tourism.
Oh, that's cool.
And like I want that's what a bucket list.
Yeah.
And but I would want them to like take care of all of the details
Right.
of like training me and like making sure the rockets don't explode.
Yeah.
And doing the nitty gritty.
Right. And then they would get on that. They would, because you call one place and you get like 4 brothers.
Yeah.
So, and they make sure you follow through, and you're secure. So if you were worried about anything, they would help you. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. So, okay, Dean is this planner. He knows how to plan a good time. He takes Alice out on this ridiculous first date.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, how'd you feel about this?
I just felt like so many of even this first one was like, let me show you something. Mm-hmm. Like, here we are at this thing. And they had their picnic of olives, strawberries, and bread. That's what I noticed they were eating.
No cheese.
No cheese.
No forks, just eating out of a jar.
Yeah, it was like anything she could suck on or whatever,
God.
He was like, they loved talking about lips,
Oh, yeah, it was lip heavy.
Yeah, lip heavy. Yeah, it was an interesting first date. And, but then I felt, tell me if I'm wrong, but the thing that they were doing where they were seeing people in the park and they were saying like, oh, look at this couple, they're actually conjoined twins or something.
Yeah.
Like they were making fun of people kind of and like coming up with imaginary worlds for them. I feel like that was in a movie recently.
Maybe that's why this book isn't available anymore. I can't.
I feel like it was in that Amy Schumer movie where she works at a magazine in New York City.
Wait, it wasn't the one with Bill Hader and it's Trainwreck, is it?
No, it was pretty. I'm so bad with movie names.
I think I know what you're talking
about.
But
I feel like.
Oh, I Feel Pretty. Not
I Feel Pretty.
It was
yeah,
I Feel Pretty.
I Feel Pretty. I feel like maybe I saw that in that, or I saw it in something else, but It felt exactly like something I've seen in a movie.
I did feel that way with that whole sequence because
Yeah.
it was like so cliche.
Right.
Like he basically is like, I'm going to take this lady on the most romantic first date in New York City.
Yeah.
So he does the Central Park thing. He
Right.
does like the horse-drawn carriage thing.
Yep.
And it was like, whoa,
Yeah.
this is too much.
Right. Yep. And also, it was February, so
Yeah, they had a picnic. They had a picnic in February.
yeah, and they went to the Imagine,
Mm-hmm.
statue, and like had their moment there.
Yeah.
And then she looked away. It was very. It was. I mean, I was just like, okay, he could do anything, and that's what he chose.
Yeah. And he points out that it's like, I know this is cliche, but I
Right.
like cliche. Like, look, we all like cliches.
Yeah, who doesn't?
But it's like for a first date.
Yeah.
Like you, like, dude, you just jumped the shark with
Right.
dates. Like, what are you? I mean, he does like fun things for a second date, but like, what about a year from now? Like,
Yeah.
what are the dates gonna be like? You already did the picnic.
Yeah.
You already did the horse-drawn carriage. Like, what are you gonna do? Go to like your only thing left is just walk the aisles of like 7-Eleven.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's what they should have done. That's
that's
the first date.
That's the first date.
That's when you don't even know you're on one. Oh. Did you know that
love
we
those
are? Yeah. I guess we're both here.
You both reach for the same Lunchable.
Yes.
No, it's yours.
No,
it's
no.
fine.
They have so many options here now. We could do anything.
I mean, 7-Eleven is practically Gelson's.
Oh, yeah. You could get all your week's food and
Yeah.
like stuff for a trip.
Oh my God, for
Enough
sure.
medicine to get you anywhere.
Oh, I know. Guys, 7-Eleven. This is also a commercial for Dreammakers
Right.
and
7-Eleven. Yeah.
Okay, so they have this ridiculous first date. And then, okay.
He's so cheesy. Like when he takes her home and they kiss goodnight. And then, did they kiss goodnight the first night?
They did.
They did.
Yeah.
And then he calls her when she's inside.
Yes.
And says, like, I just want to make sure you made it in your bedroom or something. It was just
Yeah.
I was like, oh gosh, okay.
It was too much.
Yeah, it was too much.
Yeah. Like, I feel like if that got, like, okay, he's like the romantic hero in this book. In real life,
Yeah.
that would be like, well, like, dude.
Right.
You are, dare I say, extra.
Yeah, you're extra, and that's why you're a single billionaire.
I mean,
Which
yes.
shouldn't happen. I mean, come on.
I mean, yes, for sure.
Right.
Yeah, a single
Billionaire. Yeah.
Oh my God, Dean.
Dean.
Okay. So then they start like hooking up.
Yeah, they do.
Dean discovers that Alice is having some financial trouble setting
Yes.
up Wonderland. This confused me because like Dean had something to do with it. This was what confuses me.
Yeah.
So what happened? Like,
Okay, so she's she tries to keep it secret from him for a while that they're having that she even has a theater and that they're
Yeah.
having financial trouble. I think it was like the third day or maybe it was like their second day where he's like, I have no idea what she does.
Yeah.
But that after they'd spent like 2 days in bed together, that's when he said that he was like, I still have no idea what she does, but that seems less important than
Yeah.
the time we've spent together. And so I think finally she lets him in that she's been getting letters, like upset emails from this person Q, who is like her part, like owns half of the theater.
yeah.
And he's like, wait, tell me about it. And then he knows because someone who works for him told him that he actually owns this theater he didn't know he owned because he just buys buildings that he likes because he likes historical things.
Yeah.
Like he's a very New York historical guy.
Yeah, he just buys up buildings.
Buys lots of buildings.
Yeah.
And so she tells him that, she's like falling behind in it. And he's like, oh, how can I help her? Like
Yeah.
his own little, I feel like even though this isn't his dream maker's client, he's always dream making. Kind of. You know what I mean? Which I think would have been a better title for this book.
Yeah, her dream maker.
Yeah, 'cause I don't
also
think-
great tagline by the way.
Oh,
A+.
okay. Great.
Yeah, not that the other ones
Thank
weren't,
you.
but you know what
they
I mean.
weren't. But I was like, oh, they'll come to me.
But yeah, it should have been like he's always making dreams.
Yeah, he's always making dreams.
Yeah, and like in a way, like, and I'm like, okay, who knows? Maybe when this book is back out, the title will be different.
Right.
But in terms of like her protector, it's like, no, it's her financial protector.
Yeah.
And that's not fun.
No, and I don't think that was like even what the book really was about.
No,
Was that
yeah.
part. So I feel like it could have been so many other things. It could have
Yeah.
been called Wonderland.
It could have been called it could have been called Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, Alice in Wonderland. That would have been a great book.
Yeah, that's really good. R.S. Lively, we have a great title for your book. Alice in Wonderland.
Check it out.
I don't think anyone has it.
And it'll be a great Lifetime movie.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I mean, this would be a perfect Lifetime
I
movie.
think so, too. That's what I thought the whole time reading it.
About the, not telling each other about their jobs.
Yeah.
Because she dates him for months.
Yeah, yep.
And he never tells her what he does.
Right.
And that is bonkers.
Yeah, yeah. Because, I mean, that could be scary if he has that much money. What are you doing?
Immediately, I would think you're Joe Giudice.
yes. Like,
immediately, or, a criminal too.
Right, yeah. If there's a lot of cash.
Yeah, I would, immediately think drug dealing.
Yeah.
Money laundering.
Yep.
Just because, if you're not, I feel like, I'm sorry, billionaires, but if you're not open about what you do, we're gonna think you're criminals.
Right. Also, if you're going into an office every day, I could see if you're a billionaire that just has all this time free. But that also, I would definitely want to know. But they didn't.
No.
They didn't care.
And to add on to that, if you're dating a billionaire, he finally tells you what his job is.
Yeah.
And he's like, I own Dreammakers Inc. I help people check things off their bucket list. I'd still be like, you are selling cocaine.
Right, yeah, or something.
I don't believe that's a job.
There's no way. Also, that people pay you a lot of money to do that.
Yeah. Who are these clients?
Like Mr. Pfeiffer, the one client who's like, oh, I think for my next thing I want to go skydiving. Yeah. And then he's like calling at night like, I don't think I can do it. And they're like, yes, you can do it. It's just like, well, how much cash is involved in that?
Yeah, and why is Dreammakers even there? If you want to go skydiving, go to they have the tandem people.
I guess it's people who, I think sometimes if you get a certain amount of money, you don't really know how to do certain things.
Fair
sometimes.
Enough. Sure. Yes. I mean, as Dean shows.
Yeah, as Dean shows. I'm sure Dean, So I'm sure Dean doesn't pack his own suitcase. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he doesn't.
No. So I feel like maybe that's he's dealing with people like that are like, I can't, I'm just flustered. How do you?
Yeah. So in a way, Dean, in a very smart way, is taking advantage of flustered rich people.
Yeah.
Okay,
maybe
now I have respect for
that's what they're doing, maybe? Yeah.
Okay, how do you feel about, the billionaire fantasy? You got your Pretty Woman style. Do you like that kind of, love story?
I feel like sometimes it's, sweet when they're sometimes I don't feel like a woman needs to be rescued. You know what I mean?
Course,
I feel like that's kind of such a trope or whatever. But in this one, it really didn't, you weren't that didn't really happen for a while. So it was he's a billionaire, but I didn't feel like she was I don't know. I guess he got her a dress and stuff,
Yeah.
but that's, I mean, that doesn't make me be like, oh, he got her a dress, because it's very easy for him to have someone pick out a dress. It's very easy. So it feels like some of those things just don't feel as special as they would for a normal person to do for someone.
Oh my God, I totally hear you.
Yeah. So I don't know.
You took out a loan to buy me a dress.
Yeah, right. Thank you. Oh, you put it on layaway? Thanks.
Yeah, maybe I'll wear it.
Right. Yeah. This hideous thing. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah. It didn't I wasn't, it also felt like his life in Magnolia Falls, even though they were very rich, felt very normal, sort of.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It wasn't I felt like she never really went to his apartment or anything.
No.
So we didn't see.
He lived in a modest brownstone.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she did. Yeah. Okay,
when they first meet.
She went. But she never went back, I don't think.
No,
did she?
I don't think she did. I mean, maybe it's assumed, because, there's time jumps and stuff.
Right.
Maybe it's assumed that she did, go to his place and stuff. But I think overall, the book is, he's a very modest billionaire.
Right, yeah.
He's practically a millionaire.
Yeah, that's what I feel. Because I feel like it wasn't this huge, everything was whoa, that just happened or this just happened. they really pulled the reins in on that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
There was something delicate about it of like, oh, you could have easily just like really hammer home this trope of like, oh my gosh, I'm hungry. Have a sandwich. It's made on gold bread. Like it just like the book doesn't rely on like money. It also relies on him being like, okay, well, he's like a good person.
I guess maybe that's why he's a billionaire. He's not like spending it everywhere. You know? I mean, if he keeps buying those 3 coffees, he might not have $1 billion because he kept buying 3 coffees every day for everyone.
Yeah. So. Every day, as Alice was trying to like put together the Wonderland Theater, he comes in with 3 one for himself. Yeah, she drinks hot chocolate.
Yeah,
hot chocolate with caramel for her, and then for her assistant Lee, he brings Lee's drink of choice.
Yes, Lee's drink of choice. Lee, the comedic best friend.
Oh my God.
Throughout the book.
A stereotypical gay best friend.
Yes.
That was painful.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, well, you are just basically copying every character we've ever seen in every romantic comedy.
Yeah, that's how I felt too.
Yeah, it was frustrating.
I don't know. There were some funny things where I was like, oh my gosh, he just said that. But it was, I mean,
it was good. He was like a good, like, talking off point.
Right.
Of, like, are you really going to like ignore your heart in order to like go with your brain, those axioms that like the best friends have, like, okay, it's fine, it's
I think he really helped push the story along a lot of times because certain times he would be like, oh, but don't do that. And she'd be like, well, you just said to do it, but it still helped, like it was good to have Lee there.
He was like her moral compass, even though she's really moral.
Right, yeah. And he knows like all her stuff. They've been friends for so long. So a lot of her backstory was able to be shown through him.
Totally.
So
and
that was nice.
That was nice. This segues into her backstory. All of a sudden, Alice and Dean, they're having their love, making love. Yeah. They have their heart to heart. And then suddenly, blindsided with this thing that Alice grew up in a cult.
Yes. Yeah. Well, do you remember the first paragraph because of the book? Because that really threw me for a roof because it's... Because
she's like, I like
it's like
playing
all
with
the
G.I.
Barbie
Joes.
dolls. Well, all the Barbie dolls she played with until she was 7 years old were G.I. Joes because that's what they had at the compound.
It said that, didn't it?
So I was like, oh
my God,
what
I guess
was
I
her
must have
like?
glanced over that. Why? I guess maybe when I thought compound, I meant it. I thought, because she was like, oh, I only played with G.I. Joes. This is what I thought.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, she must have like grown up in like a huge house with all boys and she called it the compound. I didn't know that it meant like, I lived on a compound, which for some reason, we were cut off from everything in the world except for G.I. Joe.
Yes, yeah. No, she had the G.I. Joes that her mom made costumes for, so they looked, they were like Barbies for her. Yeah. Which in my mind, I had to read that paragraph like maybe 7 times.
Oh, I did
because
too.
I was like, how... I just remember G.I. Joes, and you can't really put clothes on them.
No, I feel like they were Ken dolls.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, and let's get into the nitty gritty.
Yeah,
you can't put Barbie clothes on Ken dolls, but but I guess if her mom made it.
Well, no, I feel like the way G.I. Joes were made, they would slide off the clothes. So my mind was like, I was thinking of maybe the smaller G.I. Joes.
Oh,
That's what I was thinking of. So I was like, why? My mind was like, why would you put...
You were like the little green guy.
Yeah, the little guys. That's what I started thinking of.
I thought of, because for a while, they were putting out, like, I think it was by Mattel, and it was 4 boys, of, like, G.I. Joe dolls that were basically Ken dolls, and their clothes were, like, army clothes.
Oh, well, then that would be fine, because, like, you could just do the blazer as, like, a chic little thing or something. But I was picturing the little G.I. Joes, and I was like, wow, this compound must have been so sad. Also, what an imagination, because you can't get clothes on them.
Yeah, I mean, I like what you're saying. I like where you're going. I was just like, was just like, okay, like, she has a bunch of brothers and her parents are too lazy to, like, get her a goddamn Barbie doll. Come on, throw her a bone. Or a literal Barbie doll.
No, they couldn't have them on the compound.
Yeah. What, like, okay. I don't... The compound backstory is bonkers, right?
Yeah. Well, because did you hear at the end what she actually says about it when they start talking about it?
What did she say?
She's kind of just like, oh, it was like a farm. She's like, it was like a farm where, but only the people up top were getting, like, were becoming better and stronger people, what just happens in cults, like the people that are in charge get all the power. But that's kind of what she said. And she's like, oh, it was just kind of like on a farm.
Right, yeah.
And so, I don't know.
Like, she definitely made it seem like it's not that bad. Like, she not that badded the cult she grew up in. But the fact that there was, like, such a lack of detail, where is this cult?
Yeah.
Like, what's it called? Like, all of these details. There's, like, if you were raised on a cult, you wouldn't be like, well, the cult I was raised in. You would be like, oh, well, when the trees of mourning sorrow raised me. You know what I mean? It was like that. It was so unnatural.
Right. And it seems like she would definitely bring it up more. Yeah. And her
all the fucking
her
time.
backstory would be way more traumatic because that could have been left out maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just because she was already dealing with her dad's stuff, because then she ended up saying that, her family got it together, and she had one brother and he passed away.
Yeah. She's her dad who passed away. Like, she has enough backstory. You don't need to, like, jam in this really traumatizing cult backstory into it.
Because there was more of it in another draft, more cult stuff. And then that just was like, oh, well, it's kind of a fun thing.
Yeah, like, oops, we forgot to take it out.
Yeah.
Let's remove the book from Amazon right now, do a rewrite, and then it'll be up.
Yeah. Also, maybe it's kind of fun because, like, I'm wondering about the cult. So
I think about it all the time.
Yeah, because when I was reading it, I was like, oh, this compound, what happened on it? But maybe that's what it's for. Just, it's like you're reading it, but you're still reading it when you're done reading.
Oh my God.
You're like,
we're still reading it.
Yeah, we're still reading this book.
Yeah. I mean, okay. Well, do you want to read something sexy aloud?
Okay, sure.
So, I will read my sexy excerpt first.
Okay.
Because it comes before yours. So, Alice is taking Dean on a tour of the Wonderland Theater. Mm-hmm. Boy, does she love the theater.
Oh, yeah.
She shows him this, shows him that. She takes him up on the catwalk.
Yep.
In the theater, which is very high, very scary, very... I've never been on one. Have you been on one?
I don't think so, no.
I've never been on one. And so Dean... Like, at the end of Dean's chapter, he kisses her on the catwalk, and then it continues, but it's like Alice's POV. So this is Alice, and they're kissing on the catwalk. Okay. Dean's kiss is everything I've been craving and missing for the days he's been away. Almost everything. Our lips part and my hands trail down his chest to his belt, and I kiss just beneath his ear. Do you want to know what else I've never done up here? I whisper. He starts peeling away his coat before he answers. What else? He asks, draping the coat over the metal bars along the side of the catwalk. I release his belt and open his pants, trailing my fingers down to the soft cotton in front of his trunks. Why don't you let me show you? Lowering myself to my knees in front of him, I kiss Dean's stomach, tracing the muscles with the tip of my tongue as I make my way down to where my fingers feel him getting hard. When my mouth reaches the waistband of his trunks, I do the same thing to him that he did to me the first time I lay stretched across the bed in front of him, at the mercy of his lips and tongue. Dean groans as my mouth runs along the top of his waistband, and then moves down to kiss his cock through the fabric. It was meant to tease him, but my own body starts to tremble as the touch and the heat of his body is not enough with the fabric between it and my lips.
Wow. Yep.
Blowjobs.
Yeah.
She gives him a blowjob on the catwalk.
Yep, at the theater. Yes.
I have to say, the sex scenes are really hot in this book.
Yeah, I felt like they were, I was like, oh, these sex scenes feel like they almost gave them to, like, an expert. Like, to write, because it seemed like, or like they consulted with someone, because it felt like once the sex scene started, you were like, whoa, and then they would go back to like their normal, because it would almost seem like, wow, this like doesn't seem like something Dean would say, or like she would think, but it was like their, it was.
Yeah, I wonder if it was just like, oh, as long as the sex scenes are good.
Yeah.
Who cares about the story, which... Understandable. Like, I'm certainly okay with books like that.
I thought at the beginning of the book, because it was by chapter 5 and like nothing sexy had really happened.
No.
And I was like, did they leave the sexy parts out? Like, were they like, you be in charge of it? Because 2 people wrote the book.
Yeah.
So I was like, what if they were like, you do the sexy part, or you, and they both forgot, to do it. So I was like, where is this? What's happening?
It's like, yikes, I thought you were going to write the blowjob.
Yeah, like,
no.
What? No.
You were supposed to write the blowjob.
Yeah, that was your job, Christy.
Okay, well, do you want to read your section?
Sure.
If you want to set it up real quick.
Yeah.
Like the scene and stuff.
So Alice has been having trouble at the theater. She's been remodeling it because there's going to be a performance that's going to bring back the theater. Like, people are going to come. She's going to be able to pay off the debt she owes. The theater's going to be hers. This woman is coming back to do her bucket list performance. She's
like a famous
Llewellyn McGregor.
You mean that Llewellyn McGregor?
Yes, that Llewellyn McGregor. I loved it when they said Mrs. McGregor, and she said, that's Peter's. Like, she talks about Peter Rabbit. Like, that's the garden, that's the farm, or what?
Yeah,
like,
that's the farmer's wife and Peter
Rabbit. Yeah, I was like, whoa, okay. So this is a very long, like, sex scene, I felt like. But
Perfect.
I started it out where the beginning is because I found it very interesting that they like have this hotel. Oh, so he takes her to a hotel room that has a pool in it. And she's like, oh, Dean, like, I'm just dealing with pool drama because they found a pool in her theater. They found a pool in the basement of her theater.
Yeah, about that. And then, what's her name? Mrs. McGregor was just like, well, theaters used to have pools like this all the time. Right. And I'm like, they did?
Yeah, people would just swim after shows.
Like, what?
Yeah, that's so crazy to me.
That is bonkers. Okay.
Yeah. So someone like, they found out someone had like filled in the pool and it was going to be a mess, but they could bring it back to its glory. And she's just like, oh, Dean, you brought me to a hotel room with a pool. And so he gets in because he's like trying to be sexy or whatever, but he gets in fully clothed.
Yeah.
He's like wearing a suit or whatever.
Why? We don't know.
So, okay, let's see how much of this I have. Okay. She still looks hesitant, so I shrug and release her hand. I kick off my shoes at the edge of the pool, then step in. I wade in the water backwards, maintaining eye contact. Alice stands transfixed on the edge of the pool, her mouth parted slightly in shock and amusement as the expensive suit I wear begins to soak and cling to me. I loosen my tie.
What a billionaire.
And pull it over my head, tossing it and my jacket somewhere in the water behind me. I don't care where they go. Yeah, because he's a millionaire. Yeah. All that matters is if she's going to join me. Her smile slowly changes, going from amused and shocked to engaged and mischievous. One shoe slips off her foot, and she dips her painted toenail into the water. The air around us in the heated room is humid and hot, but the water is just cool enough to take the edge off without being cold. Slowly, she sits down, letting her legs, now both free of her heels, sink into the water. I step back further now, beckoning to her to join me as I unbutton the top few buttons of my shirt. She shakes her head and uses one finger to signal that she wants me to come to her. As I begin moving closer, she slips into the water, a slight giggle escaping her lips as the water rushes around her waist. She begins to walk toward me as I move to her, and we meet just as the water crests her breast, soaking the dress and making it cling to her. The sight is utterly entrancing. I crush my mouth into her, our tongues instantly dancing across one another, hungry for the other's taste. Her hands move to my chest and she grabs the open collar, ripping outward. Buttons pop as my shirt opens for her. She releases her kiss to begin moving her mouth along my neck. I reach behind her to find the zipper of her dress and begin to pull it down. I get as far as her lower back before I scoop her up, her legs wrapping around my waist and her mouth brought back to mine. I carry her to the edge of the pool, the dress now slipping down her body until they cling to her only by her taut nipples. What a word. I pull it down farther as we reach the pool wall, exposing her breast to me, and I take one nipple into my mouth immediately. My tongue swirls around it, flicking it lightly before I suck it in. My fingers play on her other nipple, and I can feel her breath hitch below me. Her hands leave the back of my neck and begin searching for my belt, yanking on it until it comes loose. I mean, this is very long, but I love it. When the belt is undone, she pulls it off me and tosses it behind her. I respond by lifting her up again and placing her ass on the edge of the pool. I grab the sides of her dress and begin pulling it off of her, and she lifts herself up to let it come off completely. Even though our room is high above the sprawling city where no one could get a vantage point well enough to see us, I can tell the excitement of being surrounded by the wall-sized windows overlooking the city and hearing the sounds of the bustling below us adds another layer of excitement for her as it does for me.
Yeah. That's juicy.
Yeah. I mean, and it goes on. It's a long
section. It was like really long, but I was like, I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
Like, this is the best part of the book.
Oh, yeah. When they weren't talking.
Yeah, this is the best part of the book when they weren't talking and no story was happening. They were just
yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, so we were talking about an important plot point. They go to Ireland.
Yeah.
For what? Like they go to Ireland for? Oh wait, no, not
No,
Ireland.
they don't go
It's
to
Irish.
Magnolia Falls. They go to
They
St.
go to
Patrick's
Magnolia
Day.
Falls, and it's Irish Day.
Yeah, I was like, wait, I missed a chapter.
Yeah, no. I got confused. And it's Irish Day, and well, what happens?
So she's going to Magnolia Falls, the city that he's from. It's a very small town. It's actually an island.
Yeah.
And she gets there and she's like, oh, I didn't know it was an island. And he's like, oh, it is. So she's going to meet all his brothers and his sisters, the sisters-in-laws who I'm like, the one sister-in-law, he was weirdly obsessed with her shepherd's pie, like throughout the book. And I was like, what is this about?
I think that the authors were very hungry when they were writing this book.
Yeah.
Because they're always talking about food.
Right.
It was, like they were talking about him eating a breakfast burrito or like a croissant.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, first of all, I was like, oh my God, how does this guy eat all this stuff and maintain his Frankie Jr. body?
Right.
And then also, the authors are hungry.
Yeah, for sure. And the part that really puzzled me was that he said his brother would send him pictures of his wife's shepherd's pie. And he'd be like, don't send that to me.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that feels so weird.
It's so weird. I feel like, I wonder if it's like one of those things like, you and I are like really smart and funny. Yeah. And so when we see people that like aren't as smart and funny, we're just like, what is this?
Right.
But like they think they're smart and funny, but like, we know.
Yeah, maybe that's it. I don't know. So when they're obviously eating at the St. Patrick's Day thing, they're seeing all the town folk. You know, there's like this older woman who they think is like 120 years old because she eats all these potatoes in her yard.
Yeah. There's a boat guy.
There's a boat guy. Yeah. Oh, that boat guy that was very strange.
That was so strange.
I'm like thinking about that. I'm like, was that just something I had in my dreams? But I was like, no, that was in the book.
Oh my God. I thought that too.
Yeah.
Because, because I think like I was like, or like when I was reading it, like I saw something, I was like, oh, that reminds me of this boat guy that I read in something. And I was
Yeah.
like, what was that something?
Right.
And then I I kept reading the book, and I was like, oh, the boat guy was in this book. Anyway, long story short, I thought when the boat guy came in, when I originally thought this was gonna be like a suspense novel, that he was like smuggling drugs, and somehow she would get involved in that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, that seems interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, because you're like, oh, this is where something's going to happen. It's all going to come together. Yeah, I could see that too.
But then it was about theater.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Oh, but then, and while they're there, they get hand fasted.
Okay.
By a couple that comes up to them. I think they're speaking in Gaelic at first, but they basically do that, like, may the road rise to meet you, that Irish blessing thing.
Yeah.
And
they're holding hands.
And they're holding hands, and they have a ribbon, and then they're like, oh, you're committed to each other for a year and a day now. And they're like, oh my gosh, we are?
Yeah.
Like we have to do that kind of.
Like they ostensibly got Irish married.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And they let it happen.
They're like, oops.
Oops. And they were like, what was that? And then when they told them, they were like, oh, okay. I guess that's what we are.
Yeah. I'm like, let's do it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So this is like after they're like hand fasted together, they have this romantic night. And I'll just start somewhere because I really like the transition from this scene into the next paragraph. I was like, oh, this is like, I pretty much sums up the whole book to me. But so it's like his hand guide me to grind against him and puts his thumb in his mouth, licking the pad before bringing it between my thighs and swirling it over my taut clit. She loves that word. That is all my body can handle, and I let out a scream as I clenched down on him. His hands grip my hips and dig into my skin as he pulses wildly inside me. Okay, so that's it. And then it goes, there is no green beer that St. Patrick's Day, no music and dancing. I don't even eat a piece of soda bread. It's just Dean and me. I was like, well, yeah.
Yeah, I don't even eat a piece of soda bread.
I mean, they just had to get in there. Like,
I know.
I feel like it was like, oh, I really like these people who wrote this book because they do write a lot about food. And they also, when they were talking about the crafts that people had decorated for, I was like, oh, these are women that love Michaels too, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, oh, I could get behind. They like have something for everyone. People who like Broadway, people, you know,
who like crafts.
Crafts, New York City.
Food. Financial dealings.
Right.
Skydiving.
Right.
Dreams.
Yeah, dreams.
Okay, so we head towards the end and we have like our blowout
Right.
where what happens? Like Dean finally like reveals to Alice like what he does after the whole like they've been dating for so long. And he's like, well, I own Dreammakers Inc. and also my company is technically the investor of your theater, and there's someone at my company who's been sending you those threatening emails.
Yeah.
And then it gets to the point where like people are showing up to the theater and like vandalizing it.
Yeah, setting fires and stuff.
It was terrible.
Yeah, it was really but it would be like, oh, they tagged the front door, or the one fire, they were like, no one was hurt.
Oh, yeah.
And it was
like
outside. So it was all very light.
Yeah, it wasn't like serious shit, but it was also like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Dean, you gotta tell her.
You gotta tell her. And also, maybe you should just get out of this theater. It feels like a money pit,
Yeah.
Like, I know it's like historical or whatever, but sometimes things can't be saved.
I know.
So that's what I was thinking.
It's really hard to like read this book living in Los Angeles and also in like today's world where this shit none of this would happen.
Oh, no, not at all.
The fantasy wasn't even the love. The fantasy was making your own theater.
Right, making your own theater and trying to keep it going. And also she was having... Bless her heart, she was having a Murder, She Wrote marathon. And I was like, oh, I love that that's happening. And selling out. But that's not going to save your theater. I mean, I was just like, that popcorn machine is probably so old.
Yeah, it's probably so old. And then she likes it, too. And she's like, the theater still smells like popcorn.
Right.
It's also a movie theater, too. It was like an old palace
it could
theater.
be whatever you kind of wanted it to. She was doing Ghost Hunter stuff in there, too. Yeah.
She was like, I'll have a bar mitzvah in here.
Right,
I'll do this.
Baby shower. What you got? I'll do it. I've got a structure. Yeah. Just get in there.
This is an event space.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have this big fallout where so they have the fallout. How did you feel that? Like, it was so fucked up. Like, Dean is responsible for what happened to her theater.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's the part that like frustrated me the most, because like when people in books or movies, they have something to tell. I know it's like book carries the story or whatever. They have something to tell someone, but they can't tell it. And it's just, how long can that go on for, with like without it wearing on you? And that's kind of how I felt about it. So that part felt like, oh, well, this is terrible. And I feel like her friend Lee had to say, he's behind this. That's why she got really upset and wouldn't talk to him.
Yeah.
That was terrible. That was like a weird blowout. And then I was like, oh, she's going to go back and like put everything into her theater and forget about him.
Yeah.
But she didn't. She couldn't.
She can't forget about him.
Yeah. I guess the love part wasn't a business deal. You know what I mean?
Oh, another tagline, dude.
Well, I guess I'll just redo my taglines.
No, but to keep all of them, you're just like on a roll with it.
But it's true, because it's like that part. I feel like she was like, well, because she didn't talk to him for a while, but then she forgave him. So
yeah,
I feel like that stuff wasn't as important as the love that she needed.
Not.
Yeah,
no, she got the love. She got her happily ever after. But like, I'm just like, just like Dean's excuse of like, because it was like Micah or whoever.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, well, it was Micah. He like he works in my business, and I had no idea what he was doing.
And then it wasn't even Micah.
Yeah,
that was too much.
Yeah, or was his ex? Or no,
Sandra,
this woman
that was at the house at the beginning that wanted Dean. That was,
and he turned her down.
Yeah.
But like, yes.
Yeah. Regardless,
though, like there are so many other rich people in real life who are like, I didn't do the insider trading. Like, that was this person,
right.
It's not me. And it's like, no, you're still liable. It's your company.
Right.
But in this book, Dean isn't liable.
No. But I mean, he should apologize. Like, there's power behind that,
Yes, there
He
is.
should have been like, I'm so sorry. Especially if your company is Dreammakers. Like, that just seemed so anti-Dream Makers to have that level of something happening.
Yeah.
Unless was that not part of Dream Makers?
Like, I think there's Dream Makers, and I think that also he just, like, owns
properties. Oh, okay.
So I don't know if it's, like, maybe, like, there's, like, some other heading for his corporation.
Yeah.
Like Lawrence Brothers business.
Right.
And then, like, within that is, like, Dreammaker.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Okay. What was your favorite sex scene?
I would probably say, I think the pool one.
Same.
Yeah, I
loved
think
that pool one.
the pool one was really good. Also because I thought it was, like, funny, too.
Yeah.
That she was, like, so just like, oh, my gosh, I can't believe you're bringing me here to the pool. But, yeah, that one was really good, I thought.
Yeah, that one was great. I thought it was hot.
But they were all pretty great. I, like, wrote down that I feel like every sex scene had, like, they would be like, I crammed or I rammed or, like, words like that for everything. So it really felt like I was like, whoa, what is these?
Yeah.
They're having, like, a wild time.
And she also would be like, and I screamed.
Yeah, I screamed.
And it's
yeah.
like, I like always, whenever I read that, I always hear like a comically loud scream. Like,
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
And like people like turning around, like, should we call 911?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, this woman's just getting fucked hard.
Right,
And she loves
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Let me see if I wrote down. Oh, I don't know. I didn't have that one. Because I wrote down, like, all somewhere the words that they were, like, I felt that the author used a lot in
Yeah.
them.
Well,
'Cause
taut.
Taut is a big one. Yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of like repeat things.
But I mean, that's okay, because I was like,
Hands
it's something familiar.
Yeah, exactly. Like you can't, like, because I feel like, I wonder if it's like hard. It's like you can't stray too far without being so ridiculous.
Right,
too,
yeah.
Of like, what is this? Like,
Yeah.
But then, so it's like, yeah, fine, you bite your lip. Okay,
Right,
you suck
yeah.
your nipple, like,
It was a lot of, like, biting lips, I felt like.
A ton of biting lips.
Biting lips, yeah.
Okay. Do you have any like other thoughts or final thoughts that you want to share? I love to hear
Oh gosh,
more.
so many. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that she near the end is putting this show together, kind of, and falls ill and finds
Yeah.
out she's pregnant.
Yes.
I mean, she finds out she's pregnant, and then you think the book's over, and then there's an epilogue,
which is 5 chapters long.
which is 5 chapters long, and also involves a gender reveal. Which I was like, oh, guys, no one needed to do that. It seriously
know.
could be like a TV series. Like, it could be a
Yes.
mini series because it travels to, like, Magnolia Falls, and there's, like, this level of crime. And then there's, the gender reveal, really, I was like, oh, you guys are those people?
Yeah.
You know?
I'm so curious if they're not those people. I'm really just like analyzing like who, but I'm like, what if they were just like, oh, I think people do gender reveal parties these days.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
We'll put that in there.
Also, because they put bubble gum in it, the cake. So I was like,
Yeah.
well, that's. Have you ever been to a gender? Like, have you seen those cakes?
Yeah.
It's just, you just do frosting. Or,
That's what I thought.
Or, like, you color it, you
Yeah.
know?
I've never been to a gender reveal.
I haven't been to one
No
either.
one wants me to
no
go
one
there.
does. Well, I don't think anybody does them here.
Yeah,
Because
who-
people are like, you don't really do that. Like,
Yeah.
like your child's going to decide, you know,
Yeah.
what gender they are.
Hands down.
Yeah.
for
So
sure.
you don't
Yeah.
get to pick that.
Yeah, it is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was weird because it was like they cut the cake and then I just like pictured like candy just like
Right,
raining out and it's like, what are the dynamics of this cake?
Yeah. That's what I felt
Yeah.
too.
So we have the baby thing. They get married.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy for them.
I am too. It was sweet the way it ended. It was very like, I guess, romance novel, you know,
Oh, yeah.
that's how they end in a happily ever after. In the
Yeah.
theater, she had a great show. And the actress, Luella McGregor, ended up marrying or getting together with Mr. Pfeiffer,
Who's
the
the
older
old-
man who wanted to skydive.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
That was cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like everyone had a happily ever after. You know, it didn't have to be as long though.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it was a long one, but
Oh,
I
boy.
enjoyed it.
Me too.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely thought the book was enjoyable. Quality wise, it's questionable.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have a problem because sometimes, even though the chapters would be like, Dean, this is Dean's point of view or whatever, I'd be like, who's saying this in the conversation? Did you
Yeah.
have that?
All the time.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Because like, you would have the dialogue and then I'd be like, wait a minute, like like it's not matching up. Like
Right. Who said that?
Yeah, who said that?
Yeah, because it wouldn't be like Alice said.
Yeah.
That would just be like a little extra puzzle,
Exactly.
you know,
yeah.
left in the book.
This book really made us think. You know what I mean? And I think
really
that's what's
did.
important.
It took reading to another level. My summer reading to another level.
Yeah.
I felt like,
oh my God. I mean, this book definitely is like a really fun summer read.
Yeah, it really
for
is.
Sure. And I hope it's back out there.
I do too, because there's like also some really funny jokes in there. When he takes her around to all those places and he's like, "Hello, Dolly," and then he's like, "This one is Cats," or whatever.
I love that part. That was really funny. That got me excited.
Yeah, that was like a fun tour of New York, and I love Broadway. You know,
if you love Broadway, you'll love this book.
You'll really love this book.
I got very excited because I read that Cat section the day the Cats trailer came out.
Oh, really?
And I was like, shut up!
Oh my gosh! Whoa, that you should have bought a lotto ticket or something that day. It seems like the stars were really in line for you.
They were, yeah. But I mean, I'll just it'll take that as a win in my life. I don't need money. I'm no Dean.
No.
I'm no billionaire Dean.
Well, I mean, no one is.
Yeah.
Even Dean isn't, I don't think.
Yeah, I feel like billionaires are like the availability of billionaires in romance world is as available as like vampires.
Yeah, I think so too.
Sexy, like moral billionaires.
Right. Yeah, and I couldn't picture the billionaire being the cover, which I think that's what you're supposed to do, right? And I know, like, nothing against Frankie, but he can't be a billionaire yet. He just got out of high school.
I know.
You know?
Yeah. And I mean, if they put, like, I don't know, like they could put a suit on him. They could like Photoshop age him a little bit.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, like this picture is his cover is fabulous. It's
right. It's great.
Just not for this book.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah. Okay. Is there another character from any of the Real Housewives franchise that you would want to see on the cover of a romance novel?
Oh gosh, like a husband or
anyone? Because I have an answer.
Wow, I would love Ramona to have a romance novel.
Yes,
wouldn't that be so good? Like Ramona and Mario.
Yes,
you know, like meeting back up or something. That would
be great.
I think that would be great because also I think she would be so down to do it. Yeah.
But anyway, okay, back to romance novels, guys. Courtney, do you have a final rating, A through F? Feel free to add a sexy adjective. And you can rate it like based on like how much you enjoyed reading it.
I had so much fun reading it. I'm just going to say A.
Oh, it was an A.
Yeah, because it was so fun and it was such a good summer read that and it kind of was everywhere and I really liked that. Like it had everything in it you could imagine.
It was like everything that you love about a romance novel or like a quaint rom-com.
Yeah.
It's in there. It makes no sense, but it's there.
Yeah, and it like made me think and question everything, and that was great. Yeah.
It really made you ask the important questions.
Right.
And
how, what,
why, who, when. Just like all the questions, like when you read something and you need to know who, why, where, when.
Yeah.
You're the one asking those questions. And the book is making you ask those questions.
Yeah.
So if you enjoy asking those questions, it's available
to you. Available to you. Yeah. And if you ever feel like you're writing something and you have too many characters, you probably don't.
Yeah.
Just keep adding them.
And if you're like, if you're ever writing something and you're like, oh man, this person has like a really tragic backstory, I think they might need 8 more tragic events happening to them. More the merrier.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, I was just worried that one part where she said her dad would finish the popcorn before he got to his seat. Mm-hmm. And I was like, that's a really fast way to eat popcorn.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I was like, no wonder he's gone.
Oh my God. I was like, yeah, that is a really...
Like, some of the things were described so dramatically that they weren't possible. And that was really fun.
I always thought it was like, oh, that's really shitty of you, Dad. Like, you bought you get ice cream for you you get popcorn for you and your daughter, and you come back out and the popcorn's gone. And
right.
Like, what the fuck,
Yeah, and
Dad?
she had to run back and get more, and he's like already gobbled it up.
Yeah, and it's just like, Dad.
Yeah.
Not like this is opening up a whole other
right. Yeah, I shouldn't. Yeah,
but no, these again questions, important questions.
Those are the questions. Yeah.
Well, Courtney, thank you so much for being here.
Oh my gosh, thank you. It was so fun. I loved it.
Don't forget to follow Too Stupid to Live on Twitter and Instagram at TSTL Podcast. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great rest of your day.
Want to live better? We got a lot of work to do. Join Chris Hemsworth in National Geographic's new Disney Plus original series, Limitless. Live better now.
I'm diving headfirst into cutting-edge science to uncover 3 powerful secrets to living better right now. The growth that occurs through any challenging experience is really what we seek.
Chris Hemsworth stars in Limitless. Live better now. Now streaming on Disney Plus and Hulu.
It's showtime.
This episode is brought to you by FX's Alien Earth, the official podcast. Each week, host Adam Rogers is joined by guests, including the show's creator, cast, and crew, in this exclusive companion podcast. They will explore story elements, deep dive into character motivations, and offer an episode-by-episode behind-the-scenes breakdown of each terrifying chapter in this new series. Search FX's Alien Earth wherever you listen to podcasts.